Hello, my name is Benjamin Wynn. I'm a student nurse here at the University of South Alabama, and today I will be demonstrating how to perform a wet to dry dress change. So the first thing you're going to do is verify the orders in the hospital policy. You are then going to assess your equipment to make sure you have everything here with you. You will then perform proper hand hygiene, and you are going to identify your patient using at least 2 identifiers. You can use his name, date of birth, or his MR number. So this is Mr. Jaguar J. Jones. His date of birth is 08/25/1963, and his MR is 4176352. It's also important to check for any allergies, and it says here that Mr. Jones has a penicillin allergy. After you do that, you are going to reposition your trash can. You're going to perform proper hand hygiene. You're going to raise the bed to a proper working height. You're going to lower the side rail and position Mr. Jones into a comfortable position. After you do that, you're going to put on your goggles and gloves. These are a little bit small, so I'm just working with what I got. After that, we are going to remove the pad. We're going to pull the tape towards the wound. And then you're going to pull the pad away from the patient. You're going to assess for the type of drainage, the amount, the consistency, the color, and the odor. You are then going to remove the inner packing. After that, you're going to assess the wound for the size, the type of tissue, whether it's granulated, necrotic, or slough, and you're going to check for any odor. After that, you're going to palpate the wound. You're going to check for redness, any edema, and any tenderness that your patient may report. After you do that, you're going to dispose of this pad. You can do glove to glove, and skin to skin. Tight. Keep your hand above the countertop. And after you do that, you are going to take your dress tray. You're going to make sure that you do not contaminate your sterile field. You're going to grab it on the 1-inch border. You're going to spread it out. After you do that, you're going to take your tray and dump out the contents onto the pad. Put it down. Then you're going to take your saline. You're going to check the expiration date. You're going to palm the bottle. And then you're going to unscrew the cap and make sure you keep it up. You're then going to pour saline into the tray, making sure you don't splash. And then you will recap the bottle. After you do that, you will put on your sterile gloves. Make sure to only touch the cuffs. After you do that, you're going to come back, you're going to take 5 4x4s. And you're going to place them into your saline. You're going to make sure to leave 2 dry pads. Oops. To the side. Now we are going to assess the suture line. We're going to check for the size, the approximation of the edges, and for any discharge or drainage. We're going to take a 4x4, drain any excess fluid. You're going to position it into your fingers so that your gloves do not touch the suture. You're going to start from the least contaminated side, which is the middle. dispose of this. Take another one, do the same thing. Wipe the right side. And then wipe the left side. After you do that, you're going to take a dry pad. You're going to fold it like so. And then you are going to dab the incision line. Dispose of that. And once you do that, you're going to pack the wound. Make sure to fluff 4x4. You're going to place a dry 4x4 over the wound. And then you're going to come get your ABD pad and just place it straight on top. After you do that, you're going to remove your sterile gloves. Take the glove. Once you do that, you're going to take your tape. You're going to measure the sides. After you do that, you're going to take a small piece of tape. You will place it onto the ABD pad. You will initial it, put the date and the time. After you do that, you have to cover your patient back up, lower the bed to its original position, reposition the patient to a comfortable position, and raise the side rail. After you do that, you perform hand hygiene, dispose of all your equipment, and then you report to the nurse's station to document the intact suture line, the open wound, and how your patient responded to the procedure.